What is up, guys? Tony here from New Frontiers Yu-Gi-Oh! And today I'm bringing you my undefeated first place D deck profile. And I went 4-0 at my locals last week. Haven't really looked back from changing this deck since. It's really solid, really good, and I might actually be taking this to my regionals. So without any further ado, I will get straight into the deck profile. Alright, so I'm running 3 Oblivion King Ragnarok. That's pretty standard in the deck. I mean, if you're not running 3, you're playing the deck wrong. At least until the new stuff comes out in the 10s and the new structure deck. 3 Necro Slime. This card allows you to fusion summon a DD monster from your graveyard, or from your extra deck using monsters, or your DD monsters in your graveyard. Really solid. It is an inherit summon, so if they try to chain vanities to it, it's not going to stop it. Swirl Slime, it's the same thing as Necro Slime, but you use them from your hand instead. Also, when this card's in your graveyard, you can banish it, and you can special summon any DD monster from your hand. 3 Savant Keplers. He is a Rhoda for the deck, but you don't search out your monsters, you search out your dark contracts. It's really good because you don't have to normal summon, you can special summon him to use to get the effects off as well. I also like using that to go into, I like special summoning to go into certain plays. That'll help me lock down my opponent and prevent them from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 Leonidas, well, 2's really good. I don't like a 3, but this might actually come out for something else. I haven't really used him much at all, so that's just kind of something that is gonna be preference. I'm running 2 Thomas because it's a preference thing. Also, I like the rank 8 plays off of it. I can get the Hope Harbinger Dragon and Vanity's Fiend out in one turn using Thomas. It's really nice. I like it, so I think I'm going to keep it at 2. I think 3 will get a little too cloggy. Its Pendulum effect reads that during your turn you can add a face-up DD monster from your extra deck. Face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, except for itself. It could be good or bad depending on your situation. I also run 2 Baphomet. That's pretty standard. It'll change, it manipulates levels of other DD monsters. It's really good to go into your Wave King Caesars, so 2 is perfect. Vanity's Fiend, MVP of the deck. I destroyed everybody I went against using that card only. What I would do is I would use my Swirl Slime's effect, then my Necro Slime's. If I used it with Necro Slime, I'd use Necro Slime's effect, special summon 2, and then tribute off 1 for a Vanity's Fiend, and it just prevented people from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And when comboed right, you can just further prevent them from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Using anti-spell fragrance as well. Then I run 2 Game of Seals. It's just a preference thing. I like it in the deck. It gives me something to beat over. I run 3 Gates. That's pretty standard. 2 Swamp Kings. That's a preference. I think 1 is too little and 3 is too much. Foolish Burial. 2 Trade-ins because I run 7 targets. 1 Upstart. 2 Allure Darkness. And 1 for 1. The allures might go up to 3 because of the new ban list, but I'm going to wait to see how I feel about my build. Then I run 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 3 Rivalry of the Warlords because everything in here is a fiend, and it'll prevent people from playing cards like Worms with metal, or the Ying Zing Metal Foes. It stops that. It stops just about anything that doesn't stick to one type of monster. And then I play 1 Dark Contract of the Witch because it's great to pop problem cards. That's my only destruction card in this deck, or in my main deck at least. So let's get right on to the extra deck. For my extra deck, I'm running 3 Darks until the new fusion comes out. When the new fusion comes out, it's going to change to one of the that new fusion. I forgot his name though. I run 2 Oblivion King Caesar Ragnaroks. I hardly ever see myself going into them because I try to tend to lock down my opponents beforehand. But it's still a good card to have just in case you do have the opportunity to go, because it sucks up one of your opponent's monsters that you're not attacking, as long as you're attacking with him. So it can possibly clear your opponent's field. 2 Wave King Caesars because that just you can destroy, like, your whole field can get destroyed, and you can just detach in response to bring back everything from your graveyard, especially if the Oracle King's on the field or gets destroyed with him, because he'll come back, and then you, instead of losing 1,000 per that you get back, you just gain it instead. 1 Tell. I hardly ever see myself going into this guy, so this might change to something else. I don't know yet, but it might change. And I run 1 Felgrand, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Tachyon Dragon, 1 Big Eye, 2 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragons, and those are because if I can get that last little bit of damage in when they activate an effect, I'm going to. And then 1 Ghost Trick Dullahan. That's it for the extra deck. I guess I could just go into my side deck. It's really preference and what your locals looks like, but I run 1 Fog King because I hardly ever see Monarchs. 2 DD Crow because Blue Eyes is a thing. You banish their White Stone of the Ancients, and they can't special summon. Well, you have to do that before the end phase, then they can't special summon. Then I'm running 2 Dorgans, the Mad Flame Kaijus. 2 System Downs for Cosmos and, in the future, ABCs. I run a 3rd trade-in because I side into the Dorgans and a Kaiju engine. The Slumbers, because, well, why not? Double Twin Twister to get rid of cards that prevent me from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Vanity's Emptiness or things like that. Then I run 1 Soul Drain, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, and 1 Dark Contract of Theirs. Dark Contract with Theirs is great if you're going against floodgates because you just shut off the trap floodgates. Other than that, that's it for my deck profile, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.